The question has to do with, do we understand gravity as well as we think? Is that the question? That was kind of alluded to earlier. Kind of the first good stab at that was Newton in his law of gravity, as depending on the masses of the objects involved divided by their distance squared. And then the refinement to that was Einstein's general relativity, which comes at it from an entirely different perspective in terms of matter and energy itself changing the geometry of space and time, and then the byproduct of that is what we feel is gravity. And then what he was mentioning is there's some observations of certain space probes, something like the Pioneer space probes and the Voyager space probes. These are space probes that are actually launched at a speed that they will actually leave the solar system entirely. But what some people have noticed is their predicted and their observed trajectories haven't matched. And whether that provides us clues to how well we know gravity, people are looking into that. People have proposed alternate theories of gravity, but that's still kind of unconclusive at this point as far as I know.
Is it fair to say also, I mean, the Voyager anomaly, I mean, that's because they don't really know the origin of that, but those things are so far out there now that I mean, do astronomers really understand what's happening right there at the frontier of the solar system going on out into the...
Some of these have come back and they've used the Earth as a slingshot. We find that they get an anomaly there too.
I guess I'll interject with a question since yeah, it seems to me like the Voyager case that's sitting out there at the heliotrope or whatever. I mean, and so it's getting ready to cross into interstellar space, and I would guess, even though I'm not an astronomer, that probably we don't even really know what's happening out there in terms of what is the dynamics going on out there. There just may be some effect that hasn't been measured yet. That doesn't really have anything to do with gravity, but just with what particles are out there and what they're doing to stuff.
Mark, do you have anything to add?
I mean, yeah, but, I mean, the main thing is we don't really know what's out there. There's some good theories that say, out at the edge of the solar system, we have basically a bank where these icy, rocky icy, rocky bodies live, and occasionally they get a bit too close to each other. One gets knocked into the solar system, and it becomes a comet. That's where the comets come from. But we've never actually observed any of these rocky bodies out in what they call the Oort Cloud, and that's basically where the Voyager should be, and the Pioneer probe should be now if they get into basically the heliopauls, which is the edge of the solar system. So.